Thank you for joining us. It is Nix at Night, and I am Nicole.
And of course, my name is also Nicole.
And we are, as always, throwing back your favorite episodes from the 80s and the 90s. And tonight, we are doing Saved by the Bell.
Oh yeah, we have a really, really special episode for you today. You all know this one.
I'm so excited.
It's Jessie's song, Season 3, Episode 9. So, we have this really big geometry test, but I'm not going to study. I'm going to cheat my way to success.
Oh, Zach, the geometry test is Friday. What am I going to do? I don't have enough time to study. Like, what are you going to do, Zach? Like, what am I going to do? Like, what, like, geometry, like, test, Friday, in, like, 3 days.
I'm Zach Morris. I don't have these problems.
Okay, I'll just drink more coffee. Yes, coffee is the answer. And I'll
Hey,
study
Jessie, you want to sing a song?
Do-wop, 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 do-wop.
Hey, Jessie, let's go to a party.
Okay, what am I gonna wear? Like, what should we do?
Hey, Jessie, don't study. Let's have some fun.
Geometry test.
Jessie, it's showing here that these have way more caffeine in them than coffee, and it says right here that they are addictive.
Slater, it's fine. It's just like a cup of coffee.
I don't know, Jessie. I'm concerned.
Don't be. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide.
Jessie, you need some help.
So, I talked to my mom, and I'm gonna go to the hospital, and everything's gonna be fine.
That's great, Jessie. Really, it is. Yay. Cheers to that.
Cheers! And as you know, we
like
love
a drink.
the cocktail. So at home, guys, make sure that you are pouring it up and popping bottles with us. So we're just gonna get into the meat of what is happening in this episode. And Nicole and I really, really mulled over what we thought would be the most important topic to talk about from this episode, because there really is a lot we can cover. Obviously, there's the drug issue.
I think the main part about it is balancing. Sometimes we become overwhelmed. We take on a lot for a workload. We get stressed out. And so it's like, what do you do? How do you stay from going crazy like that? Like, do you need to take the caffeine pills, or maybe you don't?
Right.
Maybe you just need to meditate for a little bit. You know, align those chakras, get yourself together, get a drink, hang out with some friends. It's all about balance. So Nicole, what do you do usually when you start to feel yourself getting stressed out?
Yeah.
How do you release that?
Absolutely. I am a huge fan of meditation.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I don't do it often enough, especially when my life is spiraling out of control. I will stop and I'll go, okay, let me meditate. I like to take like baths.
Mm-hmm.
I love to just, treat myself physically with things that are nice, and I meditate, and then I like to set new intentions. That's something that has become really important in my ritual to stay sane and balanced, is because like when you have a thought in your brain and you take it out and you write that intention down, it's something about writing it down on paper.
Yep.
It makes it true.
Helps you to visualize it.
Exactly.
Yeah, helps you to
Exactly.
And then we also have to learn for this, the power of no. A lot of us, the reason why we can't be so stressed out is because we like to play Superwoman or Superman and take on this and take on that. Sometimes you just have to be like, no.
Especially when it comes to being creative, because Nicole, both and I are in the industry, we're in the arts, and it gets hard to balance even just the creative lifestyle. And if you're a person that's multi-talented and multifaceted with different things that you do, it's hard to turn one off and turn the other on. And so
mine's always racing.
Always racing. And so one way I feel like works, at least in my world, and I'm still figuring it out, it's like a daily thing with that, is like, think of it, and I learned this from a life coach in LA, but think of it as like a music switchboard when you're turning up and turning down dials. And it's like you're still all of these things that are on the switchboard, but like sometimes, acting might be turned all the way up, or wife might need to be turned down a little bit, and then let me tweak this part of my life and that part. So you're puppeteering constantly, and certain things are gonna ebb and flow as far as what is more important at that time.
So that's what it's all about.
Prioritizing.
Get you some people around you that's going to respect what you have going on. Because in that episode, I don't know what homegirl got some horrible ass friends. Jessie's friends were like, hey Jessie, let's sing a song. Do. Girl, I gotta study. I have my books in front of me, and you're asking me to sing a song. Are you serious? They're asking her to go to a party. Are you serious? I'm telling you, I have work to do. Seriously, get you some people around you that can respect what you have going on. Because if they are your real friends, if they are real people who support you, then they understand that you have things to do, and you can't always be available.
They may want something for you that you don't want for you.
Right.
And so you can't walk your life according to how everyone else around you wants you to walk your life. You have to figure out what works for you and manifest it.
And that's the main thing. You have to figure it out. You have to know this.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, a lot of us, we are going back and forth, like back and forth, going crazy, because we don't really know what it is that we want to do. We don't really know who we really are, and so we're spinning around and around and around, trying to also figure that part out. And so I also just think it's very important that we take time, and you may know who you are and what you want to do at one point, and then sometimes you gotta go back and say, okay, this has happened, let me do this again, because I don't feel like myself. Sometimes you just gotta recalibrate. It's a real thing.
And to that point, I think people should recognize that it's okay to take a day off. I feel like, especially in modern day society, we don't understand the value of rest and respite and stepping away from everyone and really taking time just for you. Like, get okay with that. Like, nurture that relationship with yourself. It is so important to constantly check in with you, because if you are constantly filling everybody else's cup and no one's filling yours, you're not gonna have anything left to give.
Right.
And so, like, you have to make sure you are centered in you and that you're taking time to take self-care and recalibrate, because those moments of recalibration are so important, because you have to re-energize so that you can keep your light out there shining in the world. So
let me tell you my favorite thing to do. My favorite thing, I love visualization. I have my candles, I have my incense, I have my oils. I'm sitting there, I close my eyes. You could do it at home. Do it with this right now. Close your eyes right quick for me, baby. And go ahead. Think about it. No, seriously. If you were somewhere right now, where would you want to be? What would be your most ideal place to be, where you can just be at peace and just happy with your life? Happy, I have to get my soothing voice on for you. Happy with yourself, happy with your life. Where would you go? Where would you be? I'm telling you, take at least 2 minutes during your meditation and just actually see your life how you want your life. I promise you, it's gonna change your life, man.
Hello.
I'm telling you.
And once you're done visualizing, write them down.
Yes.
There is power in the pen. There's anything we have ever experienced in this lifetime, from the couch that we're sitting on, it was a thought in someone's brain that they took out of their brain and that they wrote down on a piece of paper, and they took the steps to make that creation or that thought into a reality. And so think about that when she's talking about visualizing who you are, and not necessarily who you are right now today, but like the person that you genuinely are. You're gonna manifest that outwardly.
Right.
People will see it, they will react accordingly. And so, like, it all just kind of like ebbs and flows.
And you're gonna have those days. It's not all easy. It's like, yeah, we can get up here and we can talk to you. You can be like, oh yeah, do this, do that. There's days you're gonna be tired. You're not gonna get up. There's days where you gonna feel like Jessie.
Yeah.
And you just want to crash and you just want to sleep all day. We all go through it, but it's about finding that balance, being able to get back there. That's why it's important to keep good people around you. That's why it's important to know what to turn back to.
To your excellent point, and just to kind of sum up the episode, like, it was in a nice, neat little bow. Like, oh, Jessie's gonna go to the hospital and now it's done. And we know, obviously, life isn't that simple. Like, things don't get wrapped up in neat little bows all the time. Sometimes it is such a process to get back to center, but always just remember, like, you're gonna get back to center. Just, focus on what you need to focus on in that moment. Take time for you.
And as always, guys, thank you for watching. It's Nix and Nite.